Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Woo, welcome back,
Let's go.
Nio traders. How are we doing
I
today?
went
We have an
to
absolute banger for you guys. Going over Nio Stock. I know it's been a while, but I appreciate all those who have been patient. And God bless each and every single one of you guys who support me. If you guys want, I do have merch out. It's beautiful. It's comfortable. So make sure to give it some love, right? Nio Stock, I wanted to cover today because it actually looks really, really good. In my opinion, it looks solid, breaking out of what we talked about previously, our falling wedge, guys. We had a falling wedge established back here in November, but you could argue went all the way back to September, right? And you chopped within it. You saw a crazy breakout move and then a drawdown to the bottom of the wedge before you finally filled your gap sitting at 450. And so this is what was a topic of discussion for the longest time. Now, in filling the gap, you left another gap at 450. Go figure. So even though you've done that, you do have a gap to the downside. So even if you break down here, guys, which we'll cover it in just a minute, why this looks really, really good, in my opinion, even if you break down, there is a sign of hope that this is just a retest before you absolutely rip, right? Absolutely rip. And I think it's overdue. Sorry, I'm burping up this rock star. So I do believe on Nio Stock that you can find a bid here. And the reason I think so is you are in, guys. You are in a bullish freaking pennant, right? So take a profit target from this. You take the flagpole, you stick it on top of the breakout, which you are almost doing currently. And guys, that takes you upwards of $6 already. So that is why I do believe if you can find a bid here, you find some volume, because the volume has been within this pennant drying up, right? The exhaustion is very, very clear and evident. So that is a bullish sign that sellers are losing, right? Your price is going higher, selling pressure is down, and all it takes is one flip of the switch, right? One massive whale entering the stock because it looks good. You're above your 9-day daily EMA, and you're currently up 0.5%. So if you can close above the 50-day EMA today, which sits at $5 flat, guys, you are 4 cents away from seeing this strong macro breakout. And on Nio Stock, that would be a beautiful thing to fill this gap, right? This gap sitting at currently 550, and to break back above this range of 560, guys. That is going to be the most important macro flip that you have done year to date, because getting outside of this yellow box, right? This yellow box that has acted as significant resistance and significant support inevitably takes you back into your trend line, newly established, sitting at 627. Now, if you can tap that trend line, right? Retest 560, which is your golden freaking support, guys. Lord knows what we could do, right? This thing could get so violent and so volatile, and we could be talking about Nio Stock once again. Covering the macro, I wanted to go over one more time for you guys what I think is possible here of an inverted head and shoulders pattern, right? Shoulder one, head two, or head one, and then shoulder two, inevitably making a rounding formation to take you finally outside of this $3 to $7 chop zone that you've been in for the last 3 freaking years, guys. And the profit target from that takes you on a freaking ride, right? Takes you upwards of $16, which we know we have as our next shelf of resistance. And I say that because these horizontal resistance acts as shelves that you hit your head on, and then you find consolidation, and then you rip higher. That is what I'm expecting for Nio Stock here. If the market sentiment can withstand the tariff news that happened today, and if IWM can break its previous all-time high at 271 and continue, guys, to go on this run, which it looks very promising to do with the daily MACD curling up, consolidated volume stepping down, right? And you just being in an overall bullish channel, I do believe it's possible to grind these prices higher to 300, just like you had, right? Back when Nio absolutely ripped, because if you guys are not aware, this previous inverted head and shoulders, which took you to the freaking moon, this rip began when IWM began to rip also. So that is the correlation we're watching for. I think it's interesting to see that you also have this kind of inverted head and shoulders here as you're very similarly rounding this bottom before hopefully you can find some squeezy targets to the upside. But this will all depend on what you do in the next couple of months, because if you fail this breakout, right, if you fail to get back above 771, which is such a crucial level, there's a good chance you come all the way back down to $5. Now, something that is genuinely encouraging that I've been watching for a while here is the last time you crossed your weekly RSI band, you ripped ass, right? Just in all honesty, in 100% transparency, you ripped. Right, it was happened right here, June 30th, 2025, and from that move, right, the marker brought you 142%. Now you are doing the exact same thing, breaking out of your falling wedge, breaking your weekly trend line. So that really would take you upwards of that 771. If you break that, you're going to freaking 950, right? And that is a very, very good sign that this selling pressure is coming to an end. You are finding a bottom. You're beginning to round the corner, right? So all of this to say, subscribe to the channel. I freaking love you guys. I'm so grateful. God bless to each and every single one of you guys. But remember, the best is yet to come, guys. Love you all.